Welcome back, Misfits. It's your boy Cristo coming at you live. And today is Friday, actually, not a Thursday. As always, I got my boy with me.
What's going on, guys? It's September 22nd, episode 31.
31.
I almost messed up right there. I almost said 30, dude. I wrote 30 up there.
You did.
But it's episode 31, Friday. See, look, we're all off the groove right now, man. But
you know what happens, man.
But welcome back, Misfits. Thanks for tuning in again. Eventually, I'm going to try to figure out a way to go live. So that way you guys can maybe comment while we're talking, and then we can just kind of, discuss.
Banter back and forth.
Yeah,
and see
banter
what they're
back and forth that way. And
I mean, it sounds like it's easier said than done, but there's a lot of technical things that we got to go through. And,
right.
Rocky being the producer of most things, he's got a lot on his plate too. So shout out to Rocky. Never gave a shout out to him for doing all these. He's a guy behind the cameras, producing everything, putting all the clips together.
Thanks,
doing
man.
everything on his own time. You know what I mean? And he's a full-time dad too. So I mean, he's grinding, full-time worker. I mean, can't get enough of this guy.
Hey, thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
And he's taking the time to put these videos together for anybody who's watching. Our subscribers are, slowly getting up there. I've been talking to people, seeing people in, my workplace say, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what I like to do. Like
Yes.
it, don't like it. Thumbs down, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, do something, man. Let us know you're live out
please,
there. I
Please
tell 'em,
do. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even if it's something bad, you got to say, constructive criticism, like
Sure.
Chris said, a thumbs up, thumbs down. We don't know if we're doing bad unless someone says we're doing bad. You know what I'm saying? So, I think we're doing a good job so far, but I'd like some input, some comments, and
the thing is
suggestions.
if we do get negative impact, it's like, okay, we'll deal with it. We'll roll with the punches. But at the end of the day, we like doing this, regardless of whoever sees this or if they don't like it or not. We just like being
true.
in here, being together, doing this thing together. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, that's what it's about, man. Camaraderie.
And then we talked about doing this. We have some maybe we'll put it up there. We have like a couple videos that we did like a few years ago on a laptop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe we should put little snippets on there. This was years ago.
Yeah, I can. And if we always talked about if we kept on posting a video once a week, how many videos we'd be at, and we'd probably be at like 100 or.
Oh,
maybe
we
even
would be
more.
over, I think at least a couple hundred if we were
Yeah.
doing it once a week. Because I think that video's from right when we figured out, we were talking about when the COVID virus was in Asia, right? Or in like China.
Had it been like 5 years ago,
Yeah.
4 years ago, because we didn't have a studio. We were just in my living room back then.
Right.
Oh,
that one's even
that's the one I'm talking about.
further out. Yeah.
Remember
So
the
we
one
had
with
one
the
in the
hat on?
studio 2019, and then that one was like 2016.
Yeah.
Maybe even a little bit after
That's
that,
funny.
2017 maybe.
Yeah.
Do you still have that?
I have my laptop, so it's got to be on there. I'll try to send it to you. I'll get you in the email.
Post that up, man. No comms, no nothing, dude. Just
Just straight up me and you,
straight up raw footage, dude.
literally raw, dude. Like I think I had the flu or I was sick that day, dude. And you
Dude.
heard the mic. I was just coughing the whole time in the computer mic. I remember that time, man. Good
yeah.
times back in the day, man.
We got some other ones in this room too, where it's just literally all blank behind us. And I think they weren't these microphones either. They were like the old ones, so it was like going down,
Oh,
picking
yeah,
up everything
we had
in
those
the
Amazon
background.
ones. Well, I mean, these are from Amazon too, but I forget what those ones were called. And then we had the little blue mic. We got that mic when back in the day when we were doing our thing, or you were doing your thing.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I used to
Spit some rhymes. Find them on SoundCloud.
spit some
still on
rhymes, dude.
SoundCloud out there,
SoundCloud
dude?
rapper, dude. I'm on Facebook still, dude.
Facebook.
Yeah, dude.
I never created one of those Facebook things, man.
Yeah. It's on there still, man. It's on there. It's kind of
Good
cringy,
times,
dude. It's
Oh,
kinda-
dude,
kinda cringy.
we're gonna look at these when we get a little bit older, but like, yeah, it's kind of cringy, but
Yep.
we did it.
Got to start somewhere, man.
People always say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that." Well, we did it, man.
That's
okay?
true. Yeah,
we
that's
did it.
true.
Hopefully, this can motivate people out there that want to do something. Maybe we're not too inspirational, but at least we put our best foot forward and
Right.
doing the best that we can do. You know?
Right. If we can do it, you guys can do it.
Oh,
right?
definitely. You know what,
So,
dude? I'm
let's
glad
put
you
that out
said
there.
that, dude. Because
Yeah.
I try to say that to most people too, because I'm not. I don't know. I try to be gung ho, man. I try to be, I try to put my best foot forward. But sometimes, you just don't want to do anything.
No, I hear you there,
You
man.
know?
No, I hear you. I mean,
And
we're
so
just
when
two
you
ordinary
say-
guys,
Yeah.
trying to
Nine,
make it.
9 to 5s,
Yeah.
2 days off once a week, just like the average American, man.
Right.
We're
right?
doing the thing.
Paying the bills and maybe get some time to play some Call of Duty, like we always
Call of Duty,
talk
baby.
about. So that's our hobby, playing some video games, kind of winding down that way. And another good way to wind down is obviously the podcast. Talk about just daily frustrations. How the week's gone. We always talk about just another work week, which is good to kind of have that mentality. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
kind of going through the process, going with the flow, going through the steps. You know what I mean? So
And the thing is too is like when we get together too, it kind of like helps whatever I'm going through or whatever you're going
right,
through. I don't know. This is just my opinion. So hopefully when you guys watch this, I know some of you out there watching this are going through hard times, and it's okay to go through hard times. You got to have the bad days to have the good days.
right,
So just keep pushing forward. I see you. You know who you are. I see you. I know sometimes um, young men out there don't get the recognition they need or like
that's
a
right.
good job or I'm proud of you, but
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm happy for anybody who sees this. I'm proud of anybody who sees this. You're not
Right.
alone out there. This world is hard. It's harsh. It'll put you to your knees if you let it, but you just got to keep pushing forward. So
That's right. Keep pushing and don't see giving up as an option. Everyone's been in that part in their life where they feel like there's no way out of that hole. But keep pushing, keep digging, and eventually you're going to climb out. And like me, I got Christopher to talk to, and there's bound to be that one person that's going to listen, even if they listen and they got nothing to say, or even if they got something to say, that's good. Find that person that's going to help you out, even if it's a friend or if it's somebody that you have to look for. They have those people out there. And just don't feel bad to ask for help. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
You
Because
know,
like a lot of young men out there, they have a persona or they have to put a persona on and show their real emotions and things like that. And that's okay
right,
for some people. Some people may get through it like that, but
right,
at the end of the day, it's probably a lot better to talk to somebody. And
yeah,
and you are one of those persons that I can open up to and close doors.
right, man.
So
I think the same about you too, man. And it helps to have someone to talk to, guys. And I just want to put that out there. It definitely does help. Or like Chris said, though, everyone has their ways, their methods, and that's good. Just know that to stick to them. Keep up
yeah,
on it.
and you're not alone. Just reach out for help. I mean, you don't even have to talk about what you're going through. Just being around somebody,
Right.
could always help too. If you're
Exactly.
always not around people, just be around people or camaraderie or going downtown or going to a festival or something
Right.
to uplift you, because nowadays a lot of people are on their phone nowadays and they're seeing
Very
and they're
true.
liking and they're poking people, and oh,
Hmm.
look at this and look at that. And I don't know if that has something to do with like depression or how people feel, but you shouldn't have to compare your life to someone else's life. You
That's
know what I
true.
mean? And I
That's
mean,
true.
your phone, you see these things, I don't know, probably 5 hours a day. You're
Right.
looking at your screen, and you're looking at this person or that person or this person's life, or they're doing this. Don't compare yourself to others because you're not the same person.
That's true. That's true. I mean, a lot of people post these pictures on the internet, on their platforms, of these lavish lives that they live. But I mean, when it comes down to it, sometimes those people ain't living the happiest lives
Sure.
that they lead. That they put on, a face or show for people to see. And everyone's like, man, I wish I could do what they're doing. I wish I was them. You know, don't think that way. You are good just the way you are, and you don't have to live up to those people expectations,
Yeah.
because you don't know how those people are feeling. They post that stuff, and little do we know they could be the most miserable person ever. But
Yeah, you never know what's behind closed doors, man.
right, right,
I mean, if you have someone that keeps you happy or you love somebody, just keep them close,
right. You don't need to spend $10 million to go to
And
Hawaii.
and if you have to spend that much money to make someone happy, maybe
Right.
maybe
Yeah.
that's the problem. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you can do it, I mean, shoot, if I could do it, then I would.
Of course.
But I'm just saying,
Sheesh.
like, if you don't have to, like, go out of your way beyond your means, like, if you can't afford it, but you're like, I have to do this to, like, keep
Nice,
up with
nice.
society, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? You
Mhm.
don't have to. You don't have to show people that you can do these things, Just do what makes you happy, is what I'm getting down to.
I like that, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. So, switching up the gears here a little bit. Saw a pretty crazy thing in the news the other day about a jet that went missing, and I thought it was pretty crazy. And like, how can you?
Leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back. Tell
Pretty
me about
much.
this jet plane, dude. I think it was a F-35 jet that went missing. I'm gonna say like now it's probably went missing like what about 4 or 5 days ago.
I think so. Yeah, maybe about 4 days ago. So yeah, the F-35 Lightning Z was like $100 million jet plane, and I think you were saying there were some technical difficulties which caused the.
Yeah, so I read the thing. I read this thing on X, Twitter. It was like the pilot had a mishap. It didn't say It didn't say
Mishap.
malfunction. It said like a mishap. And then he had to eject. And then the plane went on autopilot and then
Yeah.
flew who knows where. But then they found the wreckage.
Mm-hmm. Where did they find it?
South Carolina, the rural South Carolina, I think it was.
Okay, yeah, and
And
that's
that's-
where it took off, right?
There's a here's the thing. We're trying to get updates on this jet thing, right?
Yeah.
This missing jet. You put it up there, and we're trying to do our research for it. And there's so many other jets out there that went missing, and then the government wasn't talking about it, which is
crazy.
insane, dude.
Like, how often does this happen? I mean, how can they just be so like nonchalant about losing $100 million? Like,
Dude.
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and then like I was looking one up, and they said there was a jet that was missing around like Colorado, and they found like wreckage debris in Vail or something like that. And, like,
I needed to look up on that one more.
there was bombs on the plane, and like the pilot intentionally crashed it in the mountains for a reason. That was a side story that I went on trying to find more backstory about this F-35 plane that went missing, that the government said, hey, can you help us find it?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like,
let me find it, bro. Let me fly it back to you real quick.
Yeah, right. Let me get into my 5-speed bicycle and go up these mountains for you. And that's a thing. They said that they were using, like the Navy was using all kinds of radar and all kinds of stuff. And I guess, I mean, that's kudos to the U.S. for developing a plane with such great, stealth technology. But damn, you think you'd be able to find your own plane?
I mean, with the technology nowadays, they should. I imagine, hit the radar screen and you see the blip on the thing. I mean,
Right, you would think
if
so.
you pull up my phone right now, I'm pretty sure you can see where I'm at. You know what I
Right,
mean? So it's
right.
like, how do you not know where this this $1 million jet's?
Right. That is one heck of a mishap.
I don't know, man. You tell me. The government's weird, man.
That is weird.
They're putting stuff in our food. They're putting things in the sky. We're finding aliens every once in a while.
Yeah, I guess
What is true and what is not true?
I guess they're still doing tests on those aliens that Mexico
Those
released.
pepper mache
Those
aliens.
paper mache aliens. Yeah, they're running all kinds of tests. So there's more to come on that, which is I'm kind of interested to see what they're going to come out if they're saying that it was a fake doc, or if the doctor was going to be discredited that took the images and all that stuff, or if they're like, yo, those eggs inside this are going to hatch any minute.
Oh, man,
you know
that's
what I
scary.
mean? That would be pretty scary, man.
That's
It'd be pretty
scary.
scary. So how were the UFC fights over the weekend, man?
Oh man, UFC, Alexi Gracio versus Bullet Valentina,
Mm-hmm.
the main event. I'll tell you right now, that turned out to be a draw. Big controversy there because Mike Bell, one of the judges, he scored it a 10-8, and the 10-8 really messes with the scorecards.
10-8.
Yeah, it's usually a 10. It's never a 10-8. You hardly get a 10-8, and when it's a 10-8, it's a big controversy. So Dana White came out and said Mike Bell needs to be looked at. People,
Yeah, so that's
and a lot of fighters been saying that these referees need to go through like a course,
I agree with
MMA
that.
course, or a BJJ course, or some kind of course where they're, in it and kind of could relate to what's going on in the cage.
I guess I thought they would have that already. But
Yeah, I
they
mean,
don't.
it makes sense to me.
I mean, I think that makes perfect sense. They should do it. I mean, that should be like a standard.
Yeah, and that was Noche UFC, Mexico UFC wasn't down there. It
Viva
was
la
one of the
Mexico.
biggest fight night draws that the UFC have ever had. And then they had who else was on there? Paul Raul,
Oh,
Junior, the
man,
young
yeah.
kid who signed when he was 17.
Ooh, yeah.
Turned 18 now.
Yeah, yeah.
He went in the UFC.
Youngest, right?
Yeah, he lost his last fight, but then he came out, starched this dude real quick.
Oh, man.
TKO'd his
He was
ass.
like, the guy Plank off of Ed, and Eddie, dude? He was like that, dude. He just came out,
Plank.
boom, and he was like
stiff.
stiff. I mean, he came back right away, kind of, because he was talking a lot of smack, too. He's like, I'm going to KO him. He's like, I'm going to put him away. And he's like, he hasn't faced such a mixed martial artist like myself.
Oh man, that kid came out guns a blazing too.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
that was a pretty good.
Was it
boost him
60
around,
seconds?
dude. It was in the first round, so I mean, I
think it was. Yeah, that's pretty impressive, man.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so do we have anything to look forward to next
So
week's
next
fights?
week, next week's fight, you got Michael versus Ige.
Nice.
Michelle Rodriguez versus Waterson Gomez, the karate hottie.
Oh, that's who that is?
Yeah,
Okay.
she changed her name. She added her husband's last name to
He's like,
that
I don't
too.
recognize this. The karate hottie. All right.
And then Fazeev versus Gamera. I can't say these names, dude. I can't. I'm not the best reader at reading names, bro. I
Yeah.
can't do it. But Saturday, it's free UFC fight night again. Probably won't do a big draw, but a big draw on there is like Bryce Mitchell, Michelle Watterson, Ige, Gamrot. Those guys, those will pull a draw. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah. This will be some good fights.
Yeah. Oh, always good fight, man.
Good
Yeah,
fights, yeah.
Dude. The thing about UFC, bro, is like people ask me, is it gonna be good fights this weekend, Chris? I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, listen. You got to watch the fights, every single fight, not every single fight card. I try to. I kind of fell out of it, but I try to. And you have to watch the UFC fight nights to know what's going on leading up to these bigger events. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because people are like, who's this guy? Who's that guy? I
That's
was
true.
like, well, if you would have came over last weekend when we would have watched it together, we could have learned about this guy together.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what I
guilty
mean?
of that for sure. Yeah.
So
Yeah. There's a lot that goes into it, man. I mean,
UFC is an all-around sport.
It
I think
is.
they only have like a month off. The duration, it's not like 1 month. It's like
Right.
maybe this week they're not doing anything this week or that week, but it's all year round. It's not like a season like football or basketball or baseball. It's all
which is
all year
actually
round.
pretty cool. So it's not like you're sitting around for a couple months, like just wishing that your fighter's going to start coming back on. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because most UFC fighters have in their contract where they have 3 fights a year. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so I mean you're going to be active. And then a camp lasts, I don't know, depending on who you are, a camp might last a month or a couple months, or
Right.
you might get a phone call within a couple days' notice. That's Nate Diaz is famous about those. He's like, I'm a fighter day in and day out. You give me a call, I'm here to fight. That's my job. Those
Practices
guys.
all the time.
Yeah.
So you watch Ultimate Fighter, right?
Yeah. So I'm glad you brought that up. So Brian Battle is going to be on this UFC Fight Night coming up this weekend. Brian Battle is, and he was the Ultimate Fighter winner on the last season.
On the last season?
Yeah.
There's currently a one right now, right?
No.
So
There's
he was
not one.
So he was the one most recent.
I believe. I believe so. He was on one, and then Kara Usman's brother, he was on one, and he's fighting also this
Okay,
weekend.
okay.
I can't remember his name.
So we're gonna.
So you're gonna see 2 tough fighters on there.
Is that where
The Ultimate Fighter, tough fighters.
was this the one where Connor was one of the coaches? Or
No,
is that
no,
a live
no.
one?
This So now
Is
you're
there
bringing it
one right
back.
now?
So so Brian Battle and Usman, they were the last winners of the Ultimate Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're telling me this, Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler, they have their Ultimate
Right,
Fighters.
okay,
They
yeah.
were the veterans versus the freshmen or the rookies.
Okay.
And the veterans just smoked everybody, dude. I think it was like 10-1.
So they didn't sign anyone on that one?
Yeah, they do. You do. You get signed. They fought during one of the UFC fight nights as well.
Okay.
But the big draw about that was everybody wanted to see Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor fight this year.
Okay.
So Dana White just released like a day ago that he's saying that Conor McGregor will not be fighting this year. He'll be fighting next year.
Dang.
So hopefully it's in the beginning of the first
Jeez.
season of the fights. But you got big draw coming through. You got John Jones coming back. He's going to fight
yeah.
Stipe Miocic, So
Yeah.
you got a lot of things coming up
So-
this end of the years.
Back to Connor, man. When's the last time he's fought?
I think he broke his foot with Dustin Poirier, right? Or snapped his leg
When
or
he
something
stepped
with Dustin
back.
Poirier.
Yeah, that's right.
He was
I
still
mean, how
talking
long ago
smack.
was that?
I'm in your DMs, baby. That was a couple years ago.
A couple of years. So it's been a while, right? Think he's gonna come back better than ever, or come back missing
I mean,
something?
the dude has a steel rod in his leg. I think it's titanium, and he's juiced to the gills.
So
I don't know
how
if
is
you've
that not
seen those.
illegal to have a?
Well, he's not on the. He's out.
Yeah.
So he's juicing up because of his leg. He's probably doing
Mm-hmm.
like enhancements and stuff like that. He's not in the USADA testing pool yet.
No, I mean like the metal in your leg, dude, getting
Oh,
kicked
I
by
don't
that.
know,
You
dude.
know.
I don't know.
And
man.
speaking of
Can you
illegal, that just
imagine?
reminded me: is there not a blind dude that's gonna be fighting? Like he's not blind. He's like blind in one eye.
Well, yeah, you can do that, and people have become champions. Like Michael Bisping, he's a champion.
But they didn't know
He's
he was
in one.
blind,
Well,
right?
he wasn't blind until he fought Vitor Belfort, juiced to the gills back in the day. Everybody says he was juiced to the gills, and if he wasn't juiced to the gills, maybe it would have been a different outcome. Who knows? But Michael Bisping is still a champ.
Yeah,
with
he's-
one eye.
Yeah, he's He's a badass.
So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if there's more people like that or have an ability like that. I mean, I've seen some amateur fights, dude, where like they're fighting like dude with no legs, dude with one arm, things like that.
Right.
So I don't know.
Just pulling up. I think maybe he's a PFL fighter. Maybe. Dude looks mean though.
Nah.
I can't fight. I don't know where he is, but yeah, I just couldn't believe like how would they be like, yeah, okay, you can fight. Like, how's that? I mean, that's a big disadvantage.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like with the Bisbing thing, I think you're right where they didn't know what was going on until
Right.
like it happened, and then I don't know. There has to be some kind of.
Yeah, but for him to still win those fights, man, sheesh.
Mm-hmm.
Dude's a monster, dude.
Yeah, and then like GSP fought him, and he knew he was his vision on one eye, so he kept jabbing him on that one eye. You know what I mean?
Smart. What
Yeah.
what weight class is GSP?
155, I believe.
So if he came back, who would he fight?
155. Let me see. Let me pull it up. I think it's 155 or above, but yeah. 155. Who would he fight, dude? Anything above 155 is
Middleweight.
stacked, dude.
Middleweight.
Yeah, was I right? No, middleweight is yeah, I was right. Was I right?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see here.
GSP weight class.
That's what it said. Yeah, middleweight.
Yeah. But yeah, killers in every division nowadays, anyways, bro. You can't.
Yeah,
You can't
160 pounds.
160.
Mhm.
So 160, 165 middleweight. Okay. Yeah.
Do you know who that would be if he
Killers,
were to
dog.
come back?
I think Adesanya.
Oh yeah.
Oh, not no more because he just lost to.
It'd be that white trash dude.
Sean Strickland, dude.
Strickland. He calls himself white trash
Yeah,
just to
he
put that
does.
out there. I'm
Yeah,
not
he
just calling
does.
him white trash.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
you're
what
right, you're
that's
right.
what he calls himself, dude. But
Don't hate on us now.
yeah. So I guess we're on the line or the topic of fighting, man. Did you hear about that Patriots fan that got beat up at the Dolphins versus Patriots?
Oh man, what
And
the
then-
heck?
So yeah, he got punched twice in the head, and then I think he passed out, went unconscious, and later was reported dead.
Dude, I tell you what, man, going to these sports games nowadays is crazy, dude.
Right,
People
man.
got a lot of animosity and hate towards a certain color in a team. It's like, dude, we're just here to have fun. And I think that guy was an older gentleman, right? Like just
I think he was older. Dale, yeah, he was 53. Dale Mooney was his name.
R&B rip,
Yeah, man.
trying to have a good time. I think he was a
seriously.
season ticket holder, been in multiple games.
I mean, the thing is, dude, I'm like, if you're in a confrontation with somebody, maybe a rival, team member or rival fan, in this case, it was the Dolphins. Even if you get argumentative, I mean, just leave it at that. There's no reason to go up behind this guy and punch him twice in the back of the
Yeah.
head, no matter what he says. I think that's uncalled for. I mean, because you both are antagonizing each other, trying to instigate something, and then it just takes that one person to act on that, and I think that was just bad
And then
all
like
around.
last
dude.
season or last 2 seasons ago, there was another Patriots fan that was just getting harassed and heckled by a
Mm-hmm.
fan, and the owner got him tickets to the next game and sat right there.
Oh
next
yeah,
to
that's
him.
right.
Remember that one?
That's right. I did see that. Yeah, Robert
Yeah.
Kraft
Mhm.
got him some tickets, I believe, next to him. Yeah, which was awesome. I think that was great.
Shows
yeah.
humanity is still kind out there, man.
Yeah. But
It's a
these
cold world.
these fans out here, man, they could be ruthless. I mean, I'm a big fan of the Patriots.
Yeah,
And
but you ain't busting no
but
skulls about it,
I'm
dude.
not busting those skulls. I'll get upset when they lose, just like any other fan. But dude, there's some fans out there that'll just eat them up, dude. And they're trying to take that anger out on anybody and anything, man.
Mhm.
It's pretty crazy.
Yes, sir.
Pretty crazy, dude. So what else is going on this weekend, bro?
Weekend. It's a freaking weekend, baby. I'm about to have me some fun. I think it's Timothy's birthday. Tim Alger. Shout out Tim Alger. Your birthday weekend.
Timothy.
We're going to go hang out with him.
He's the man.
Yeah.
He's the man.
Shout out to Nick. Nick's always
Timothy.
out there. Nick, hit us up if you want to throw a link or a sponsor in there, bro. We'll get
Oh
you.
yeah,
dude.
for sure, man.
Got
Put
you.
that link. This dude's got the finest cars you can rent out there out in Denver, man. So get them while you can because they go by fast. Because
Nick
it's
Proper.
hard to find.
Look him up.
Hard to find some good, reliable vehicles there. So
He should drop a link in the comments below if he sees this. He would. He would.
yeah, definitely. But that should be a fun time in Denver, man. There's a lot of stuff to do out there,
It's always a fun time in Denver, man. It's always good to get out of a small town like we're in. That's what we're called, SmallTown Misfits, because we only have 20,000 people in Fremont County,
If that.
and probably 10,000, 15,000 in Canyon City. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So
it's
everybody
a
knows
small
everybody.
town.
So it's good
Yes.
to get out there, spread your legs a little bit.
Spread your legs, get that That
Oh, dude, when you drive into
smog in
Denver,
your
you can
lungs.
definitely smell the difference when you come home to go out there.
Yeah, you could see it too.
Ah,
Yeah,
man,
that's
it
pretty
never used to
bad.
be that way.
It's like one of the worst in the U.S. now.
Is it?
Yeah,
No way.
yeah,
California?
yeah,
No, it
yeah.
doesn't. What?
It's up there, dude. It's
You know
because
what? It's
everyone's
getting pretty
moving up
bad.
there. You know, it's
Well, okay, so
overpopulated.
I was reading some stuff in like the last couple of years. Go back the last couple of years, like they were saying, hundreds of thousands of people are moving here a year.
Hmm.
Now I just read this thing recently where they're saying it's come to not a complete stop, but pretty much a dead zone of people coming here because of a lot of stuff that's been going on and around.
Yeah, I mean that's partly has to do with a lot of people moving here. Like a lot of violence has like went up. In Denver and murder and all that stuff, and that comes with a high population of people.
Yeah, that's the thing. The more people come, the more
More problems,
good
more
or bad
people, more
people,
problems, man. More people, more problems. At least we're not like I think it's like
Cali.
Tokyo. They have what they call cage homes.
Oh no, I seen those.
Have you seen those? And
Yeah.
it's literally like a kennel, like stacked on top of each other, and it's probably about as I don't know.
The size of this,
Size
a
of
little bit bigger than the table where your body can sleep, and you have like your kitchen and your bed, and sometimes no kitchen.
Sometimes nothing. The
Yeah,
ones I'm
just a
talking about are
bed.
literally just cages. You get in there and it's just a bed, and maybe if you're lucky enough to have like a little TV in there.
Yeah, you have like an outlet right there.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's how most people live nowadays, bro. Just give them a TV and give them a thing to plug their phone in. They'll be fine, dude.
I don't know if I could do. I mean, because there's like 30 other people living in the same
It's like a
room.
hostel,
Yeah,
but like,
and there's no hiding anything unless you're trying to like, put curtains on your cage. You know what I mean? But I don't know if I could live like that.
no thanks, man.
That's nuts to butts.
I can
for
barely live
sure.
in an apartment complex, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the kind of, like you said, that's the life out there, man. They get up and they just have, they have vending machines that give out food better than our gas stations.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Well, any country outside any other country besides the U.S. has better food than we do. I mean, we're putting foods in
Healthier food, yeah.
Yeah, healthier foods, healthier options. Our proportions are way bigger than any other, country in the world.
That's true.
You look at so I was like, I scroll through their phone just like everybody else does, and when I see these other countries, there's no obese people in their other countries, bro.
That is true.
There's
And
a
if
lot
you
of
do
obese
see them,
here,
you're like,
man.
yeah, that one. And then they stick out like a sore
Like, yeah,
thumb.
that one, and then he's like, oh, he's half American. You're like, oh, I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I get
I
it. Yeah.
get it, I
No,
get it.
yeah, but that is something that our country needs to.
I don't
Get
think
a
we'll
grip
ever
on.
change because, like I said, the things that they put in our food, it just makes things cheaper and
Yeah,
more profit to the guys in up in the rooms.
that's true, man. That is very true. People are just gonna keep getting fatter and fatter. It's gonna be like the movie. I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Wall-E, but he
Oh.
goes on that spaceship,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Wall-E
yeah,
goes on the
yeah.
spaceship, and it's just a whole bunch of fat people,
And the
they don't
floating
even
recliners.
yeah, the floating recliners because they literally can't move anymore. They're just so fat,
That's funny.
dude. It's kind of weird though. I know there's that one, and then yeah, either that or we get just even dumber, like on the movie Idiocracy,
Oh my
or he
gosh,
goes to the
dude.
future and everyone's
It's
just
got electrolytes.
he's like, you drink water like from the toilet? And he's like, we water our plants with it's like Gatorade.
It's like I forget what it's called. Yeah, but yeah,
It's
it's
'cause
like
they like electrolytes.
They like electrolytes. It's got electrolytes.
Yeah, man. Pray for our country, man.
That's funny, dude. That's what we're coming into nowadays. Is that movie?
That's crazy, dude. It's
I think,
crazy.
What's that dude? Terrence, something. That big black dude, buff dude, knows how to dance. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
he's
yeah,
like
yeah.
the president, isn't he? Like the president,
Yeah,
or no?
yeah.
He's like the
Mr.
defense.
Camacho, I think is
Yeah,
what he
he's
is.
like the defense
No,
guy
he's the
for.
president.
Is it?
Yeah, he's the
dude.
president. Yeah.
That's funny.
President Camacho, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terry, whatever his name is. Is he still alive?
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews, yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I
he
think
alive
so.
still?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Shout out Terry Crews.
Shout out Terry. Shout out Terry. Yeah, he has that whistle in his hand.
There you go. Bodybuilder, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, 55 years old, man. Looking better than me.
Heck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Any last message you want to send to these people out there, brother?
Have a good weekend, and always thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, like I always say. What about yourself?
Gotta have good days, have bad days.
That's right.
Gotta have bad days, have good days.
Roll with
Said
the
that
punches.
backwards.
Roll with the punches.
All right, y'all. Nice to see you guys again. Hopefully, we see you next week.
Peace.